Hello friends, I am going to discuss illustration number 3 of CMA Final SFM. This chapter belongs to the capital budgeting part, risk uncertainty. Please read the questions here. Look at it. Illustration number 3. A company is considering two mutually exclusive project X and Y. Project X cost rupees 3 lakh and project Y cost rupees 3 lakh 60,000. You have been given below the net present value of the probability distributions. This is net present value, probability of this, net present probability of this. Compute the expected net present value of project X and project Y. Compute the risk attached. This is expected net present value is this summation pi xi. This is compute the risk attached to the each project, a standard deviation of the probability distribution. A standard deviation of probability distribution we have already discussed in a portfolio management as well. This is root under summation pi xi x square expected x whole square. This is your expected x. Okay. Now compute project, do you consider more risky and why? The project having high standard deviation are more risky. Okay. Compute the profitability index of each project. Profitability index equal to pi equal to present value of cash inflow divided by present value of cash outflow. But in the given question, it is a net present value is given. Net present value equal to present value of cash inflow minus present value of cash outflow. Outflow is initial investment. Initial investment suppose X, and this net present value we can calculate by the expected net present value. Then initial invest, suppose for project X I am going to do, this is the your 3 lakh, and net present value we can calculate from here expected net present value that we will put here. We can calculate present value of cash inflow. Now determine the risk adjusted net present value of the following projects. Risk adjusted net present value, that is risk adjusted net present value, we have to calculate profitability index, that is coefficient of determined in B part. We have to risk adjusted, that is the this part questions. Determine the risk adjusted. As per the risk you have to calculate this. Means what? This is a coefficient of variance. You have to select the discount rate on the basis of coefficient of variance. Discount rate on the basis of coefficient of variance you have to calculate. So for project A, coefficient of variance 0.4, then project A discount rate is 12%. For project B, discount rate is 14%. For project C, discount rate will be the 16%. Okay. Okay, I'm going to solve the questions first. Project X. Here, calculation of expected net present value and standard deviation for project X. Expected net present value and net, this is the project X. Here you write net present value. This is assumed as a xi. Probability, this is assumed as a pi. Okay. Now you pi xi will be the expected net present value, and pi xi x square will be the we required. Here this is a 30,000, 60,000, 1,20,000, 1,50,000. Look at it. Probability is given 0.10, 0.40, 0.40, 0.10. This information I have calculated from this 30,000 this. Okay, now PIXI, this is 3000, this is 24,000, this is 48,000, this is 15,000, 15,000. The net present value of this whole is 90,000, 90,000. So your expected net present value, you can say expected net present value, this is your EX summation PIXI, this is rupees 90,000, and you have to calculate a standard deviation. A standard deviation, this is, and formula for this is summation pi xi x square minus expected x whole x square, and this you can calculate from, you will have to multiply, this is suppose a, this is suppose b, then a into b will be the pi xi x square, then 3000 into 30,000, 3000 into 30,000, it will be 3000 into 30,000, this is 9 crore. 60,000 into 24,000, 1,24,000 crore. 1,20,000, 48,000, 576 crore. 15,000 into 1,50,000 into 15,000, 2,25,000 crore. Total amount is 954 crore. Now a standard deviation is written as 954 minus 90,000 whole square. This is 90,000 whole square. 954 minus 81, this. Ultimately we have 144, this is total 37947, 37947. This is your standard deviation. See, exactly the same way we can calculate for the project Y. Calculation of expected net present value and a standard deviation for project Y. For project Y, this is net present value, this is assumed to be X. This is your PI, PIXI, PIXI x square. The value of project Y is this 30,000, 60, 120, 150. This is a probability. 30,000, 60,000, 1,20,000, 1,50,000. Probability is 0.2, 0.30, 0.30, 0.20. 30,000, this is 6,000, 18,000, now 36,000, 30,000. Now 30,000 into 6,000, 30,000 into 6,000, 1,80,000, 180 crore. This this is 108 crore. 18 crore is this 108 crore, and this is 432 crore. 432 crore, and this is 450 crore. Total your sum is 1008 this, and the sum of these all is 90,000. Expected net present value is summation pi xi. This is rupees 90,000. A standard deviation formula is summation pi xi x square expected x whole square. This is 1008 minus 90,000 whole square. This is 1008 this crore. After subtracting, you will have 198, and this is 497. So we have done question part A, part B. Now we have already calculated expected value for project X and project Y, risk of project X and project Y. Now which project you do consider more risky? More risky. The project having higher standard deviation is assumed to be more risky. In the given case, a standard deviation of project X is 37947 and a standard deviation of project Y is 44,497. Then therefore, a standard deviation of project Y is higher than project X. This is the answer of C part. This is answer of, hence project Y is riskier than project X. Now what is in the fourth part? This we have calculated. Third part, in compute the profitability index of the each project. Profitability index. Answer of fourth part. Calculation of present value of cash inflow. Net present value is present value of cash inflow minus present value of cash outflow. Net present value is assumed to be expected net present value, that is given 90,000 here. 90,000. A present value of cash inflow we have to calculate, and present value of cash outflow is initial investment. Initial investment is a present value of cash outflow. So for project X I am going to calculate. For X, project X, initial investment of project X is 3 lakhs and project Y is 3,60,000, and here you can write here rupees 3 lakhs. This implies that present value of cash inflow rupees 3 lakh plus 90,000, 3 lakh 90,000, 90,000. Calculation of profitability index. Profitability index, PI, that is the present value of cash inflow divided by present value of cash outflow. Then 3,90,000 divided by 3 lakh. This is 3,90,000 divided by 3 lakh, that is 1.30. In the same way we can calculate for project Y. Now calculation of profitability index. Profitability index for project Y. Calculation of profitability index for project Y. Net present value of cash inflow, present value of cash outflow. Net present value is 90,000. Present value of cash inflow. Initial investment is considered to be present value of cash outflow, that is 3,60,000. 3,60,000. Now present value of cash inflow is 3,60,000 plus 90,000. This is rupees 4,50,000. Calculation of PI. PI equal to present value of cash inflow divided by present value of cash outflow, that is the 4,50,000 is the present value of cash inflow we have calculated. 4,50,000 divided by 3,60,000, that is 1.25. We have calculated profitability index. Now we have done already all parts of the question number A. Now compute the profitability we have done. In the case of risk adjusted discount rate in the part B. In part B, determine the risk adjusted net present value of the project. These, look at here. The company select the risk adjusted rate discount on the basis of the coefficient of variance. Look at here. Risk adjusted is selected on the basis of coefficient of variance here. Coefficient of variance. And this is the coefficient of variance already given. The for project A, coefficient of variance is 0.4 and the risk adjusted discount rate is 12%. For project B, coefficient of variance is 0.8 and risk adjusted discount rate is 14%. For C, coefficient of variance is 1.2, risk adjusted discount rate is 16%. Okay, in this case you will have to calculate net present value project A at the rate of 12%, project B at the rate of 14%, project C at the rate of 16%. Net present value equal to present value of cash inflow minus present value of cash outflow. Inflow outflow is already given. Company A, for the case of company A, what is the net present value? Net present value equal to 30,000 into present value annuity factor 12%, life 5 years minus present value of cash outflow. Present value of cash outflow is already given 1 lakh. Here this is the 1 lakh rupees. Now 30,000 present value annuity factor is given for a 3.605. You write here 3.605 minus 1 lakh. This is 3 lakh 108 108 150 minus 1 lakh. This is 8150 is a net present value for company A. Now we have to calculate for company B. Company B. Calculation of net present value for company B. Net present value equal to present value of cash inflow minus present value of cash outflow. Inflow for B is 42,000 into present value annuity factor. This is a 14%, and the life of the project is 5 year. 42 1,20,000 is the outflow. For C, 16% discount rate, 70,000, 2,10,000 is outflow. Look at here. 5 year minus 1,20,000. 42,000 into 3.433 minus 1,20,000. This is 1,44,186 minus 1,20,000. Net present value is 24,186. 24,186. Calculation of net present value for company C. Net present value equal to 70,000 into present value annuity factor 16% 5 year minus 2,10,000. 70,000 into 16%. This is given in the question 3.274. 274 minus 2,10,000. This is 70,000 into this multiplied to 2,29,180 minus 2,10,000. This is the 19,180. In this way we have calculated risk adjusted discount rate. Risk adjusted discount rate means we have to select discount rate on the basis of risk taken by the company. Okay, thank you class.